Welcome to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? This is your go-to source for practical advice and support when considering if a divorce is the right answer for you. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll uncover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore the emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here is your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today's topic is really a big one for many couples considering divorce, and that is, who gets the house? The house is often the biggest shared asset, and the emotional attachment can make the decision to keep it, sell it, or divide it even more complicated. So let's explore the factors that come into play when determining the fate of the family home. Now, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to this. I mean, it's not simple to answer the who gets the house question. It really depends on various factors, and they're going to include things like state laws. I mean, some states follow equitable distribution, meaning the house is divided fairly, not necessarily equally. Others are community property states where it's typically split 50-50. And then you got finances. Can one spouse afford to keep the house by refinancing the mortgage alone? Can the other afford to move out and secure new housing? And when, and then we have kids, it gets even more complex. Are they going to be more stable in the family home with one parent? And emotions. Are both spouses emotionally attached to the house, or is one eager to move on? We got options, and we're going to explore these options. And they're going to include one spouse keeps the house. This can happen if one spouse can afford to buy the other's share, or if the other opts for a different living situation. Could sell the house. This might be the best solution if neither spouse wants to keep it, or if a fair buyout isn't feasible. The proceeds are then divided according to the state laws or negotiated in agreement. And then there's a delayed sale. So if there are kids involved, some couples may choose to postpone selling the house until the children are older and have transitioned through the divorce. The ideal scenario is reaching an agreement through negotiation. Sometimes you might need a mediator to help facilitate this process, especially if communication breaks down, or if you're not coming up with, say, a solution. You might need to get a little more creative. Compromise might involve one spouse keeping the house with delayed buyout, or selling the house and using the proceeds for separate purchases. When it comes to the house, the kids, and all that stuff, consulting with a divorce attorney is probably in your best interest. They can advise you on your rights based on state laws, help navigate the financial aspects of keeping or selling the house, and advocate for your best interest during negotiations. Deciding the fate of the family home can be an extremely stressful experience. Remember, prioritize the open communication with your soon-to-be ex and consider all options before making a decision. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? Should you have any questions, feel free to reach out directly or just drop them in the comments section. Happy to help. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Have a good day.